many ways too, I think a great thing about this election is that it's making people aware of how sexism is so real in this society. That when I took over as Women's Studies Director, one of the things we heard from a lot of students was that you don't really need women's studies because the genders are equal now. And and yes, of course, in many ways, we have made a lot of progress, but this election has done a lot to expose how much progress still needs to be made. And even it can be really blatant ways, but it can also be very subtle ways. I mean, Hillary Clinton has that very strong continuing Barack Obama's work on equal pay for equal work. I think that's something that we do need to make people very much aware of. And that's what goes back to what I was saying before, the idea of mothers, that we make it really hard for single mothers in this country, and single fathers too. I always liked the fact that Hillary Clinton said so eloquently that, women's rights are human rights and human rights are women's rights. That she has really taken pains to shine a light on that aspect of things, that we do make the world better when we work for equality for everyone. And I think that she has made that really a centerpiece of what she's doing. And I wonder if we're going to see a very similar kind of pattern if Hillary Clinton is elected, that we will have this kind of wave of self-congratulation and deserve it. That this is a very big deal that we are finally electing our first woman president, if that is what happens. But that I do think that it will continue to draw attention to what does it mean to be a woman leader. In fact, just today I heard an interviewer saying, well, what do you think, will she always be held to a different standard? And the person laughed and said, women are always held to a different standard. That's something that women are accustomed to dealing with in its way. And so I do think that what's good about, one of the many things that are good about it, is that you will be able to have those discussions going forward. Because if we don't look at those issues, if we don't confront, well, where is sexism happening? Where is racism happening? Where is anti-Semitism happening? How do we ever start to continue on that path to making things a little bit better and to kind of create those solutions?